one very important question. What kind of servo are you running? Stay tuned. Hey everybody. Easter's pretty much well done now. Hope everyone had a good holiday and all that good stuff. But in this video, we're gonna ask some questions. Not really. We're gonna talk servos. I don't know if I've done, I don't know. I don't know if I've shown the servo that I put in the Zoku. We got a new servo in it, and we have extended it, but I'll save all of that for another video. Everybody knows the servo that's in the Optic. Don't really have a name for it. Murdoch, we'll call it that maybe, because Matt Murdoch's in there. And I think everybody knows what's in this truck, what's in the 4Runner. But more importantly, what I want to do with this video is kind of show the 3 different servos, at least, that are the best in my opinion. Obviously, yes, everybody knows I'm a team driver for NSDRC. No, I'm not being paid to say any of this or anything. I agreed to become a driver because I love the company. I love the servos. They just, you know, I truly love what these... I did not make that very straight. I truly love what the company makes, and it was an honor for me to be part of the team. So, if you aren't a fan for whatever reason, I know servos are like, are you a Ford or a Chevy guy? Nissan or Toyota? What are you? But this is my opinion. This is me telling all of you out there, maybe you're new, maybe you're not. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. But this is me just giving my opinion on specs and everything, on the servos that I like. There's 3 servos. They're all direct power because I prefer direct power. So luckily, what's in this one I have over here because it'll be going in a current rebuild that I'm doing of a truck. You can see the chassis there, and you can see a body behind me. Little teaser for the next video. Yes, Just Married is getting a full drivetrain redo. I haven't got the motor yet, but transmission, axles, wheels, it's getting all completely redone. That's for another video. So the servo that's in this first servo, this is the legit first one I ever got, almost, I think, over 2 years ago now, which is an NSDRC RS500B. This is the budget servo, and anybody that's, you know, wanting kind of low on money or can only afford so much, this is what I will always tell them to go with. Because it will honestly keep up with these 2 servos that are in here. No, it doesn't have the amount of power that those 2 have, torque-wise, whatever. But it will keep up. It will not overheat. It will not lose power when it heats up. And it just keeps working. I have beaten on these servos non-stop for over 2 years, jumping them, doing all sorts of things, and they do not die. On paper, they have 540 ounce-inches of torque at 4S. They're capable to 4S LiPo. My gut feeling is these servos have much more than that. But like muscle cars back in the 60s, and you know, they not putting the real numbers of horsepower on there, that's my gut feeling with this servo. I really think it has much more power than that. But they're just, you know, for whatever reason, they're keeping it to that 540 at 4S. So at 3S, it's more like 400 and, I think it's like 460 or 470, somewhere around that. 3S, I should say. Which is what I run it at. And I ran this servo in this truck. It's my dinner. And it would still turn the truck. And it's got metal axles, you know, all that. It's not the lightest truck. You get it bound up and it would still push no matter what. Will it push as fast or as hard as what's in these two? No, but it still pushes it. It does not, you know, like any other servos out there. We'll say the Amazon specials. This will not act like any of those servos. So my first and probably my most favorite servo, because of what it does for the cost, and it's in this, and this will be in the other truck, is the NSDRC RS500B, which are actually on pre-order right now. So I would, you know, get into one of those. This is also a standard size servo, so standard height. Keep that in mind. In case you want low probe, that's not the one to go for. The servo that is in this truck. Let's see if we can get a better peek at it through there. This is the RS800 V2. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is the breast cancer awareness servo, which you've all seen in my videos. I've shown it off and everything else. And there's it from the front. Nice and pink, goes with the nice pink wheels that are also breast cancer awareness. I also have breast cancer awareness axles on here. But this servo is the absolute tank. So the difference between what these two servos has and this one, this has just a metal case. My guess is hard. It's aluminum, but metal size plastic top, bottom, whatever you want to call it. Still has good hardened steel gears. Everything else is fine. This here, as you can tell, is CNC aluminum machined, IP67 rated, so it's pretty well weatherproof. You know, don't be submarining it deep in the water, but with any of the mudding deep puddles that I do, they all keep working. There's no problems. It's also got the hardened steel gears, 4S capable, 1,100 ounces of inches of torque at 4S. So again, like I said, this servo is the tank. It is an amazingly powerful servo. Great speed, great everything else. This is a servo that's built for buggies, bouncers, any of that, monster trucks that are in the 10th scale range. That is the servo you use. It is just an absolute monster. Little more money, obviously, because of what it is. But if you're wanting to, for a standard size servo, you're wanting something that's definitely going to, you know, hold up to anything you throw at it, NSDRC RS800 V2. From there, we have this one right there. So this is the NSDRC RS700 V2. And this servo is just super, super nice. And it has the breast cancer awareness servo horn on. This is the orange, limited edition orange servo. Because why not? It's limited edition. Not my most favorite color, I will admit that. But limited edition. Can't help. So this servo here, if you don't remember in my previous videos, the servo was very close to the motor. Now, it definitely looks like it still is, as you can see. But I also actually moved the servo back just to gain some more clearance up front with the links. And it has more room than when the mount was forward and it had this servo in it. There was a hair's clearance. But there was enough clearance for clearance. This, like this one, CNC machined aluminum case, hardened steel gears. It is an IP67 rated, but it's water resistant, and it will take, you know, any wetness. They're going to handle. Don't submerge it like anything, but I've submerged the 500B. It's still working. Don't take my word for it, because that'll, you know, could cause issues in other places. But it's a more than strong enough servo for the weather. This is, like I've mentioned, low profile. So especially for people that don't want a servo sticking out like I have in the buggy, and you have that behind the axle servo mount, you kind of want it, you want a little more hidden away, you would go low profile. I wanted low profile because of clearance up here, and really liked the RS700 V2. I've heard some really great things about it, and thought, alright, time to try that. 4S capable, as I mentioned, 1,115 ounce-inches of torque at 4S. So, yes, it has more than the RS800 V2, but it's not as strong as it. It's more of a comp servo, kind of like what this truck is. I wouldn't use it for, you know, bouncing and kind of bashing type things, or, you know, like it's really meant for what this truck is, which is a comp style build. I gotta get in there anyway. Yeah, so it really just depends on what you want for your build. This is a trail truck, so it really didn't need anything special. An RS500B is perfect for it. Same with Just Married behind me. It's a trail truck. 500B, perfect. This, slightly on the heavier side, wide axles, you know, going to be taking some abuse. RS800 V2. You know, I want the baddest servo in it. You know, I want it to be able to take whatever I throw at it. This truck, I needed clearance. I needed something that had all the power, but great for that comp build, which, again, that's what this is. So, we went with the low profile 700 V2. So from here, it really just depends on what you want. There's obviously plug and play, which, you know, receiver powered. You need to run a BEC with those just to keep things happy. But there's lots of versions for that. The one that I would recommend the best would be the RS650. I believe it's like 960 ounce-inches of torque at 8.4 volts, and it's good for 8.4 volts. So that would be a good choice for just a plug-and-play servo that's going to take a pile of abuse. But this is more my opinion for my builds that may help you with your builds. Not a long video, nothing crazy, but I've wanted to do a video showcasing the servos that I use and kind of giving some specs and everything else that may help you. So, thank you for watching. As I said in the beginning, I hope everyone had a great Easter long weekend. And like, comment, subscribe. And of course, check out NSDRC. Link is in the description. Go pick yourself up a servo. 500B is on pre-order. Might actually be for sale by this point. But by the time you watch this. But everybody else, all the other companies, they're all in the description. So everybody I use, whether it's a hobby shop, a brand, people I like, all in the description. Go give them go check them out. Like and follow, subscribe them, and yeah, let's all just keep having fun. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.